So I'd like to go to law school in the fall and hopefully end up working. Now intellectual property seems pretty interesting to me, but also potentially getting into politics or government. My dream job would be to get into some sort of policy-making role in government, and I think a civil engineering degree combined with a law degree would be a great combination to do that. Being on GeoAll is, I think, if you're just a competitor, it really gets you to function well under pressure, or at least practice functioning well under pressure, especially in the competition. Juggling all these things at once and, being involved in these different aspects of GeoAll that aren't purely technical has kind of prepared me for law school. If I just went in just knowing about, how to do math or physics or chemistry, I wouldn't be very well prepared. But I think those non-technical aspects of GeoAll have really set me up well for the fall. As a leader, being an officer, there's so few members that you can take a lot of responsibilities. You're in charge of finances and scheduling practices and the design and writing a paper. So it really teaches you a lot about leadership and how to be a leader and be a good leader and how to motivate people. So GeoAll is a competition where we get 1 hour to build a retaining wall on a small scale. And we get craft paper, which is the same stuff that your grocery bags are made out of, or maybe that you even wrap presents with. And we use that to reinforce the wall, and we attach that to a poster board. Last year we got 4th place in nationals, and we feel very strongly that we have a good chance at getting 1st place in nationals. And so that's what we're focused on right now. I think it really gives you an edge. I think engineering teaches you to be very practical, methodical, and logical, and I think that's exactly what applying the law requires. Everything in the law is decided based on facts, and I think engineers, that's what we're trained to do. We're trained to analyze facts and make conclusions based off of those. The professors here, I think they also took a personal interest in me at least, and I feel they do the other students as well. And had it not been for their interest and their advice, I wouldn't have really known that law school was what I should do. To my surprise, they didn't make me feel bad about deciding to go to law school. They actually encouraged me to go to law school. And that was really cool, and that's something that, I don't know, would I find that somewhere else? Would I find that at Rolla? Who knows?